Paula's 89th birthday, for anybody wondering. It is Paula's 89th birthday. So I wrote out this song about one of the stories of Paula's youth, and I gave it to Ashley, and Ashley songified it. So I'm going to read this story that I wrote about Paula's youth, and then Ashley and the rest of the Mondays are going to songify it for you. So bear with me on the reading part, because I promise you the songify part is much more enjoyable, but we're going to do it this way. Are you with me? You with me, Paula? Okay, the red guitar. Paula's living room was on the first floor of the Palace headland. It was a large stone room imbued with the scent of the 15th century's tapestries that hung high from the walls, in spite of the hint of smoke from the ever-tended fireplace. The room was brightly lit from the large windows on two of its walls. One set of windows looks into the courtyard, and the other into the Queen's magnificent garden. Near the fireplace, one set of curtains always remained open, and behind the open curtain lay hidden an unassuming red guitar. Like guitars in many homes, the palace guitar was never played. It was never mentioned in front of others. 5-year-old Paula wasn't sure why, but she feared to touch it. When Brother Robbie touched it, he caught the dickens. Just inside the window near the guitar, Paula remembers watching as bloodied, maimed Nazi soldiers limped past seeking care in the palace hospital. During World War II German occupation of the Netherlands, Palace Het Loo was converted into a hospital to care for injured Nazi soldiers. Paula's family was only allowed to stay in the palace because her father, Paul Weissner, was the only person who knew how to keep the palace running. Paul Weissner was the housemaster of Palace Het Loo before the war, during the Queen's exile, and after the Queen retired. And yes, Queens retire. During the years of German occupation, the red guitar stood hidden behind the curtain by the window. Concealed inside the guitar was something that could have gotten their father killed, and the family put it on the prisoner trains everyone so feared. Hidden inside the guitar was a radio transmitter that Paul Weissner used to help the Dutch underground stay a step ahead of their hated Nazi occupiers. Paula never noticed the guitar move from its hiding place, but on occasion the guitar found its way to an orphanage a few miles away. The spire of the orphanage concealed a large radio antenna. Together they could transmit, receive, and relay intelligence to the Dutch underground and the Allied armies. The unassuming red guitar resting behind the curtain by the window may not have played songs, but it saved countless lives and gave hope to the Dutch underground. The red guitar disappeared shortly before the war ended, and shortly after the antenna was discovered. Paula is the only person who remembers the guitar firsthand, but she's allowed me to share her story and others of her life during the war. There are stories of resistance, hope, and bravery that was shown during the darkest times in the Netherlands' history. My hope is that in sharing these stories of the red guitar, they may help keep the memory of Paul Weissner and his service to his country alive. Happy birthday, Paula.